Welcome, iconic incarnations of the very darkest concepts of filth, to the Maggot Has Nothing Better to Do show. I'm your host, the Beard Maggot, and with me today is my co-host, Frugal.
Yeah. I'm sure you all know how much I've suffered for your entertainment. Somebody want to offer me a sympathy lay?
I don't think anyone is in a position to actually answer you, Frugal.
You are.
I don't think I've ever heard you be so blindly optimistic before.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're only open to my sexual advances while you're asleep.
That would explain why my hair is always sticky when I wake up.
I think it would be better if you didn't think too much about it.
So do I. Anyways, tonight our guest is Tong Mao Bitchhammer. He was the director of the hit film Dusted Scourge, which makes me wonder just why the hell he would agree to come on a show as ill-reputed as this one.
Honestly, Maggott, it's because I'm a fan. I must have listened to the Maggott Show a dozen times while I was going through draft scripts for Scourge. It gave me the patience to deal with the people who kept trying to slip in ads for designer underwear.
Yes, I noticed the only product placement you actually did was for Intergalactic Porn Ocean.
Actually, that was a coincidence. We needed to draft a few of our stage crew into being extras for the spaceport lobby scene, and they needed to grab something to be reading. It just so happens that they all had a copy of Intergalactic Porn Ocean with them at the time.
Which meant your movie probably had the most realistic spaceport scene of any movie ever made.
Yeah. Hell, on Pornicon they keep those wet floor signs up pretty much 24/7.
Ew. Anyways, I'd play the part of a good host and ask questions like what your biggest challenge while making the film was, but I really don't care. So I'll ask more personally gratifying questions instead. Are we going to get to see Aurelia's tits in the sequel?
Nah. Mana Lindry was quite clear when she said no effing smut. Apparently she wants to market her acting skills instead of her physical attributes. I keep saying, honey, with cans like that, you're just making extra work for yourself by acting. But seriously, she really is a great actress, and I don't think anyone could have pulled off Aurelia like she did. Besides, I'm pretty sure there's already an ocean of nude photo manips and computer-generated images all over the internet.
That's the glory of the age we live in. We not only don't need a woman's consent, we don't even need her to be involved.
God bless the internet.
I actually asked God what he thought about the internet while I was in the upper planes.
And what did he say?
Something along the lines of, don't get me started.
You're listening to the Maggott Show. And it gives me shivers in my most secret places. Ever wanted to sue somebody but just didn't have the money, legal knowledge, or even a good reason? Well, your troubles are over. With Micro Fuck You Up the Buttock Software's new Legal Vulture Pro, you can generate an endless flood of lawsuits towards whatever deep-pocketed corporation you want. It'll do all the research, file all the paperwork, and it'll even negotiate a settlement just below what it would cost for them to appear in court, all without a single legal fee. And with a few signatures on your part, it's 100% legal. Use our legal system's endless barrage of stupid technicalities to your advantage with Legal Vulture Pro. Includes a year's subscription to our update service absolutely free. So for every loophole they close, we'll find you two more. Buy now and receive a free copy of Mega Disbar, our intelligent observational database of technicalities you can disbar a lawyer on, just in case they come to retaliate. Legal Vulture Pro. Finally, a break for the little guys.
And now, back to our program. Welcome back, children. It's time once again to dip my hand into the cultural bear trap that is our mailbag. We have a letter here from Felchmonkey McMonkeyspank from Marinor 6. It reads, Dear Maggot, why isn't the Corruption Corner on very often? I thought it was supposed to be a regular feature. Sincerely and with much moistness, Felchmonkey. Well, Felchmonkey, as you probably know, Uncle Evil is, in fact, blasphemously evil. He spends most of his time either on the run from the law or appearing at arraignments. He shows up to do the Corruption Corner during brief periods of parole or when he just wants to thumb his nose at the authorities in some elaborate scheme to lure them into a diabolical death trap. He has political asylum for as long as he remains on Clag-Brazingi, but most of the time he just can't satisfy his carnal lust for carnage without venturing out among the innocent. Next letter. Dear Maggot, I have a large growth on my wang that looks like Richard Nixon. I think his spirit reincarnated into my testicles and is now trying to take over the rest of my body. Sincerely, someone who is definitely not Lothos. Well, first of all, not Lothos, I would point out that Richard Nixon is still alive. Second of all, men's penises have been trying to take over their minds since time immemorial. Third, I like beef jerky.
Wait a second, Maggott. I wouldn't dismiss his claims so easily. I've heard rumors of many politicians aligned with the powers of darkness, trying to imbue their spirits into others to try to make them into willing followers. Nixon could be using his dark cult of satanic political supporters to corrupt the minds and wings of men all across the galaxy in a terrifying bid to inflate oil prices.
Actually, the sad thing is that's the best possible plan they could choose, because nobody would ever try to stop them, because nobody would ever believe it. That's why we Maggotonians choose plots that are as ridiculous and paranoid sounding as possible on paper, because then no one will ever take us seriously enough to thwart us.
Yep, the only thing that ever thwarts you is your relentless laziness.
Indeed. That's it for the Maggott Show this week. Tune in next time or be sexually molested by Ronald McDonald. Ta.